everyone! So I'm really excited to do another 5 Fact Friday. Really quick to get out of the way, I just want to thank everybody who's been so supportive this week. This week I did one video every single day this week, kind of just to see how everyone was feeling about it. I just want to thank everyone who followed me on Snapchat, on Instagram. I think it's been really great. I just want to welcome everyone to introduce themselves. My voice is a little shaky because I'm just so excited, so happy. I hit over 10,000 subscribers this week, which is amazing. I never thought that would happen. I'm really interested in meeting other YouTubers, collaborating, talking about YouTube, and I am just so excited. I feel so blessed. Thank you to everybody. I get a little weird on Snapchat, so I hope you guys are ready for that. I like doing 5 Fact Friday because I feel like my videos are kind of not in a certain pattern or not about a certain thing. So I feel like this will always be steady and concrete, and yeah. So let's start. So I got a lot of questions about cosmetology school, and before I answer anything, I just want to say that until I graduate, I don't want to talk about the school I go to. There's been some issues on somebody with Facebook, and I just, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I will talk about me and cosmetology school. I think that it could be a video on itself though, so if you're out there and you go to cosmetology school or you're interested in going this year or something, I would love to make a full video on it. My cosmetology kit video got a lot of positivity circulating around it. So here's the fact. I do go to cosmetology school. I'm scheduled to graduate this December. I started last September, so I've been there for about a year now. I do take clients. I am at the point where I just take clients all day as if I'm working, but I don't get paid. So yeah, I really like it. I'm nervous about graduating just because I've really gotten into this routine of taking these clients, and my school charges so little that I'm afraid that the clients I have now won't follow me wherever I go. But I guess that's just the case with beauty school. Tell me if you've experienced with that. But yeah, I'm super happy that I go. I love everyone I go to school with. We're all nighttime students, so I feel like we all have our own story. We all have something, our own background, different jobs that we do, so I feel like all of us really connected. I love being with a strong group of women. I feel like it really influences me, and I've met so many different people, and I say this all the time, I feel like I fit into a certain social category, vegan, tattooed, whatever, that I never get to meet other women and other people who aren't like me. So going to beauty school really let me stretch out and meet people who all have their own story, and one girl lives right down the street from me, and it's amazing. I love it. That's how I feel about beauty school. If you want to know more, let me know. I could talk about it forever. So my next question is, what are your plans for the rest of the summer? And I'm stoked to answer this. So it's the middle of July right now, and I have a couple plans. One of my best homies from Richmond moved to New York, which is way easier for me to visit her, so I'm gonna visit her this summer. I honestly just had to go online and buy the tickets. I haven't done it sooner because I've been experiencing weird separation anxiety from John and Philadelphia and our bedroom. And sometimes I'm just so drained at the end of the night that being able to see him and being able to see the skyline or whatever just fulfills me. And I related to that episode of True Life where I think it's a girl or a guy, they are too scared to leave Staten Island, and every time they see the bridge they freak out, and that's me. I want to see her so bad, and I want to go to New York, and I want to see her apartment, but every time I go online to order the tickets I'm like, ah! and I don't do it. The rest of the summer, my other great homie, she is in LA, and I'm supposed to see her too. I'm supposed to fly out there. She said we might see Morrissey, which is amazing. I'd love to see her house because she moved there last year, and I just love her so much. I never get to see her. All my friends are in far off places, so doing that. I opened up an online store to like sell a little bit of my clothes here and there to save up for the tickets to go to LA. I can leave a link. It's a Depop, so it's an app store. I can leave a link to that if you're interested, because I'm kind of like selling everything because I want to see her. And every year John has a giant barbecue. His friends from all over the country come and see him. He's like very cherished, like very, just like he has so many friends who love him so much. I love this barbecue. I love seeing his friends. I love seeing him like just so cherished. And you might remember last year I made cold brew coffee for his barbecue. I think I called it a picnic the whole time though, because he told me he didn't like that. But there's a couple little clips from that, but I'm so excited. We were talking about it last night, and John said it's honestly like his second birthday. He loves this thing. So I'm super excited for him, super excited to see his friends. I love them. I have never met anyone in my life with so many friends who like felt so highly of him and so cherished, and I'm getting a little choked up, but yeah, I can't wait. And my other big plan, breathe a little bit, getting a little choked up. So, and this is like still in the works, I'm not a huge social person, if you haven't figured it out by the fact that I am on YouTube all day, but so I want to have like a little get together with the girls from my school. I feel like so far this year they've all offered their own big dinner or party or restaurant we all went to, and like they're always inviting me and I'm always having the best time. I'm so blessed to be invited to all of these things and to experience all these different personalities. I feel like I'm in this sisterhood of the traveling pants, but it's my life. So I wanted to have a party this year, but like I said, I live with John's parents, so I have to ask John's mom if I can have this get together. And it's not going to be a rager, but I have been like kind of planning this party, and it's really exciting for me. I've never thrown a party before in my whole life, except for I had a slumber party for the Rugrats All Grown Up special. That was it's like the last party I've ever planned. Every year my birthday comes and I'm like, happy birthday, me, cool. And then that's it. So, any tips for throwing a party, but like you still live with your parents? I don't know. I want it in the backyard, and I think you guys have seen my backyard. I think it could be super cute. Have like little vegan finger foods, make cupcakes or something, but those are my big plans for the rest of the summer. Universities that I've been to. So I've been to 3 universities, not counting HAMU, which is McDonald's College. So 4, counting that, and 5, counting beauty school. I used to be a communications major, and I had been to so many different schools just from like living in Texas, living with my parents, moving to Philadelphia, that a lot of my credits like got kind of mixed up and never transferred. I never kind of graduated from being a communications major. I have credits all over this world, and I'm sure if I just sat down, I could figure it out and end up going to school for like 2 months and graduating. But for me, my financial aid, my student loans, all of these things kind of mixed up with my old house where I used to live with. My roommates, they had doctorates and master's degrees and all of these things, and we all just lived together in this like shabby house. And it kind of just, to me, it signified that I needed to learn something to do with my hands if I wanted to have a real job. And when I met John and he was a carpenter, I was so inspired by the fact that he owned his craft, and the tattoo artists I've met, they own their craft, and like I've always been into beauty and I've always been into hair. And I used to cut John's hair and I was like, I really like this. And that's when I started going back to beauty. That's when I started going to beauty school. So I love social media. I love the internet. It's what I went to school for 100 years. For me and my personality and my life experience, I just had to learn to do something tangible with my hands. I want to be able to support myself. And my old roommate, who I used to look up to, she became a farmer. And she didn't do anything with her degree. Not to say that, like, every day she doesn't use it, but she's a farmer and she's so happy. And I'm like, okay, I had to pay all of these fees and all these student loans and do all of this work, but I'd rather just do something that belongs to me. Okay, this video is dragging on. What's your relationship with your parents? I love my parents. When I was kind of kicked out when I was 18, not because I was just like a troubled child or anything, but when I was 18, I didn't live there anymore. I have moved back a couple times, and I think I get along best with my parents when I don't live in the same house as them. I do come from a family where we live in a really small space, but there is a lot of us, so it always works out best for me when I'm not there. Grandmom is like the biggest part of my life. I talk to her every single day. She raised me when I was a kid, and I just can't get enough of her. Like, send me these letters in the mail all the time. Like, when John got his new truck, she sent him a letter on his birthday. She just, like, there's so many things about her that I hope that I'll take with me throughout my life, and I look up to her all the time. I think that she's amazing. I wish everyone could meet her and be inspired by her. She's really there. She's there to, like, your little accomplishments, she can turn into the world, and I love it. I really hope that I can take her lessons with me for the rest of my life. I love my grandmom, and my family just goes on and on and on and on. And it took me a while to be that, like, family person. I really thought that when I was 18, I would be independent and that was the rest of my life, but as I got older, I learned and started to feel so much more for my family. So if you feel weird about your family, just, like, give it some time. I'm 25 and that's how long it took. But is that 5 questions? Is that 5? It's on here. Oh, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Well, it all depends. If I'm filming, if I'm working on the house, if I'm going to school, it really all depends. If I'm working on the house, I just brush my teeth and put on work boots, because whatever happens over there, I'm gonna leave with dirt all over my face. If anything, I'll make coffee. It'll take me 10 minutes. If I'm going to school, I really try to, like, look really good. A part of our uniform, our dress code, is to have your makeup on, have your nails done, just look your best, and I think that's great, and I think that it's a really good place for me to experiment with makeup or try out crazy lip colors that I might be scared to wear around the house. I don't know, but getting ready for beauty school has really helped me, like, expand what I'm comfortable wearing on my face. But since I do wear a uniform, I don't really have to think about getting dressed. So it probably takes me 30 minutes to get ready. And I did cut my hair really short this year. You might remember last year I had really long hair. What color was it? I don't know, but that took a while. This year with just short hair, it probably takes me 30 minutes to get ready. If I'm curling my hair, maybe 40. I think that's 5 facts. I think everyone's gonna be really mad that this was like a 15-minute video, but I really just wanted to thank everyone out there who has subscribed, who's reached out, who sent me a message. I think it's all great. Like, send me things on Snapchat and I'll watch all of them and I'll try to reply to everybody. I'm so happy. If you're in Philadelphia, if you're in a network, reach out to me and let's talk about things. I'm a little new to all of this stuff and I think it's great. Thank you guys so much, and let me know what you want to see on next week's 5 Fact Friday or throughout the week. I really want to dedicate a lot of time to this channel and a lot of time to you guys who are viewing, and I want to create content that you want to see. So yeah, and at the end of the day, this was kind of what I wanted to do with my life anyway as a communications major. So if I could bring beauty and communications together with a little bit of my personality on top, that would be great. I love you guys so much. Check me out throughout the board. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, let me know, introduce yourself, and thank you so much. Until next time, bye!